So today what I'd like to do is head out into the ocean and get some Archelons tamed up. I've wanted them for a while now, and we haven't really had the means to go and get them. I mean, we could have taken our turtle out and, hunted down some jellyfish and then tamed them up that way. But it's kind of risky, especially because if we get jellyfished off, then things could go really bad really quickly. So we have our superior kibble now, which is awesome, thanks to our our sap and our RGs and all that. So we have some superior kibble. We have some simple kibble too, but I mean, I just made that up just because we had the eggs lying around. And that's going to be our main goal for today. So, however, what I've got going on is I've got a ton of metal smelting, and I'd like to get our industrial forge up relatively soon. We do have to kind of sort out the polymer issue, and I'm thinking we might either go tame some penguins or potentially get a beehive and tame up some snails and get some organic polymer that way. I'm not really sure if I want to go through the effort to make a polymer farm from penguins, like using like a Pelagornis or something like that. So yeah, the jury's still out on that one, but I'm really leaning toward the snails because then we also get the benefit of the paste, so we can just tame like a bunch of snails. And then maybe get a couple beehives and stuff, because the mammoth is actually really good at harvesting up some rare flowers for us too. Funny enough, actually, we have some species X seeds, and I was meaning to go to the swamp to get some, but the mammoth has actually been harvesting them here, just like out in front of the base. Yeah, so that's been unexpected and pretty nice. Also, since that episode we were trying to tame tapajaras, I have had so many tapajaras spawning around the base. In fact, there's a 150 like right outside the base, like right over in that area there, right by that cloud. And I want to tame it. I probably will. It is another female, so I mean, we don't really need another female, but it is 150, so I might actually go out and tame that maybe at the end of this video. So also, lots of things have been happening. So I've been getting some loot drops, and that is not the loot container. We've got some pretty decent stuff. So there was some. So I got like Ascendant goggles. We got a nice mammoth saddle, an Ascendant manta saddle, which we probably won't use. I'm not really a big fan of manta. We got Ascendant gloves, fur gloves, which is really awesome. We got this compound bow, and I was going to use it, but I think our crossbow is better. Plus, we can use the crossbow underwater. However, we did get something that I would like to craft at some point, but it is pretty expensive, and that is this Ascendant compound bow. Now, I know it's only 240 damage, but still the best thing we got. So I kind of want to craft it. I've always liked the compound bows, so yeah, we might end up crafting that up at some point, but it is pretty expensive. Also got the hatchet from a drop as well, so that was kind of nice. And I did notice something too. It might be hard to see because it's nighttime, but I colored these chitin pants, because these chitin pants we got from a drop, the same color as my flak armor, and I guess it's just the texture of it, but it's like a lot brighter than the flak armor. It's kind of strange, but I mean, it's not too much of a difference, so we're just gonna leave it. Now, to do the Archelon taming, whoops, we need our kibble, obviously. But we are also going to need our turtle that we tamed a while ago. So our high-level turtle, who should have a ton of levels from just sitting in cryo. And we're actually going to leave everybody else here. So our mammoth, Sarah can stay. I've been carrying Sarah around because she has all the weight pumped into her, and our Lucas doesn't. I gave him some damage because he's imprinted, and it just makes fighting alphas a lot easier. Oh yeah, we got this sickle too, which is really nice. Okay, so we got our turtle, we got our crossbow. I kind of want to leave some of our other stuff here. Do I have an empty box? I don't want to bring everything with us, only because like the ocean is a horrible place and things can go bad very quickly. So I'm just gonna pop this down like right over here. And this can be our temporary loot. Well, I guess gear stash. So that all can go in there. Everything else And the torch, I don't really care too much about the torch, so that can come with us. Okay, so that all looks good. Yeah. Oh, also, I do want to get a chem bench up at some point. We have that unlocked now, and I'm really tired of using the mortar and pestle. So that'll just be a really nice thing to have once we get that up and going. But I think we need polymer for that, and polymer is the one thing we're kind of short on. So, this is like the world of one more things today. I do want to get our RG set up. So in our last episode, we built up our breeding building, which you can see right down there. It is absolutely massive. Everything is in there now. So I got a generator in there. We got a new terminal in there, and there's a trough, but I need to fill it. But what I would like to do is get our RGs out over there, which means I probably need to go farm up some meats before we can do that. So, but we do have like a ton of eggs in here, and I would like to get them all situated. So before I even hatch them, what I'm going to do is take Lucas out and farm up a bunch of meat to put in that trough. And then when it's time to hatch the RGs, I will bring you back. Let's see if we can quickly grab this blue drop here. I've been having pretty good luck. I mean, you know, relatively with the drops. Nothing extremely, you know, amazing, but as you saw earlier, like some pretty... What was that? Was that the Gallimimus? Jeez, that scared me. I didn't know what that was. I'll take that. I'll take that. Everything else... I mean, the spear bolts could be good. Everything else could just go. Nice. Okay, I mean... I've seen a lot better from the ring drops. Like, we got those Ascendant gloves from a blue drop with a ring, so... Not amazing, but, you know, still probably useful, especially when we go to Tame Ocean stuff later on. Okay, we should have enough meat, I think. I hope. If we don't, then we're gonna have a lot of starved RGs, and, well, I'll just have to do this part all over again. But, we're gonna try it. And we're just gonna hatch all... Oh, did that just throw the cryo things on the ground? It absolutely did. That is not ideal. Okay. I don't know why it did that, but... So, like, if I throw that... Oh, because it picked some up and moved it. Alright, let me try from here. Okay, that's what we want to see. Yeah, so we're just gonna hatch all these. I know there's raptor eggs at the end. I'm getting a little bit laggy here. Okay, perfect. Nice. Yeah, that's kind of what we want. Let's hatch the rest of these guys up. Yeah, we have a ton of eggs here. But we should be getting close to the end, I think. Yeah, there's the raptor eggs. Perfect. And then... Oops. I just threw the cryo things on the ground again. Jeez. It's a little bit laggy now. That is crazy. Oh. I thought I crashed my game there. That was... Did I pick up the... other cryos? Did I? Am I crazy? Oh no, because we used a bunch of them. Duh. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so that's all our RGs, and basically what we want now is we want all the females. So this should give me all the females. Perfect. And then we want... Oh, well, hold on. I guess it only matters. Yeah, see, some of these are mutated already, and we don't necessarily want the mutated females. So put them back in there, and then we'll just make sure. I mean, these should all be RGs because I didn't have anything else in here. We only had Lucas and our turtle on us, so that should be fine. We can technically use mutated males. But we are going to want like a regular male as well, just so that we have one as like our base breeder. Oh no, what am I talking about? This is not... That's a baby. Okay, so we have this baby. That's good. And then we need our 260 females. So these should all be 260. I actually forgot that Lucas was upstairs. I thought he was in our inventory, but no. Okay, so these are all 260. So we want all of these. So I'm just going to grab all of these 260 females. I feel like we're getting pretty laggy, but yeah, that's okay. Boom, boom. Okay, so that's all of our 260 females, and then we have our 260 male. And then our mutated ones, we have oxygen mutation, we have a weight mutation, which we do want. We have, what is this, another weight mutation. We have an oxygen mutation, but I want to see what that purple looks like. And then this is another, wow, a lot of weight mutations. And then this is a health mutation with a pink. That's, could be cool. So that looks good. And then the rest of these can actually just get destroyed. We actually already have another egg in here. I should turn the other RGs off at this stage. So let's get rid of all of these. Let me actually triple check that Lucas is upstairs. Okay, Lucas is there, and then let me make sure that all of our other creatures are actually in here. So we have Dodic, we have Sarah, we have our Mammoth, and we have our Anki. Okay, it should be safe to get rid of the rest of these. Boom, perfect. Let's go turn off the other breeders here. So you guys don't need to breed anymore, because now we're going to start the actual breeding operation. Perfect. Okay, so Lucas, let's head over and set these RGs up, and then we'll head out and look for a turtle. I'll probably go look over by Herbivore Island first. Because maybe it's the safest. The only other place I've seen them is up in the snow area, but I mean, obviously they can, I think they can spawn like anywhere in the ocean. So I guess I'll just throw the RGs over here. And the way we're going to do this is we're just, I gained 4 levels from all those RGs. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Let's see. So let's toss out all these RGs. So it's got to be enough space, right? Maybe we'll just put them right over here. As long as they're in range of the trough, it shouldn't matter. Speaking of which, let's actually put the meat in the trough. So raw meat. Yeah, that should be enough. I might just have to double check it before we leave to look for our Archelons. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and throw some of these RGs, oh, all these RGs out. So boom, boom. They should all be 260 females. And the reason you do this is when they grow up, they'll actually mesh into each other. And there's no other way to get them to mesh into each other that way, like that. So if you do this while they're little, then, you know, it'll just save you a bunch of space rather than having like a bunch of RGs kind of just all over the place. And this will just make your breeding a lot faster. But yeah, so I'm going to get all these RGs thrown out, and I'll bring you back when we're all set. Okay, I think that the RGs should be okay for now. I mean, they are still like devouring food, obviously, but they're pretty much grown up, more or less. It is very framey over here and very loud. Yeah, the food is not really dropping that fast, so I think they should be okay for now. Gosh. I have the names turned off unless you're like really close to them, and then it gets really framey when it tries to render in all of the RG names, but as you can see, like they're all stacked up as they grow up, and you would never be able to get them like this normally, although they don't really like to be quiet. Okay, so they're all good. I'm gonna go grab some scuba stuff and drop off all this hide, because we've just been farming creatures like crazy just to make sure that they will, you know, live to be adults and then can start breeding and stuff. They're already set up. Like, so they're all the settings are copied over to all those RGs over there. So I don't think they'll breed when we're out of render, but they will breed when we are. Yeah, when we are in render. So that'll be good. They'll be going, and we'll be able to check out like what other mutations we get. There are a couple in there already, but I think we'll just start sifting through them when we have more of them available. But I do want to get over and take a look for some Archelons. So we want that stuff, and then we just need to make a couple other scuba things. And we should have everything for the other pieces. So I don't foresee us really running into much trouble with this. So, gosh, just one. I think we'll make 2 scuba tanks. Just in case. Oh, I need to drop this off too. But yeah, I'm going to craft these up, and then I'm going to fly over to Herbivore Island, and then... So is this damaged? Oh no, I don't know why I thought that was damaged. But yeah, we'll head over and we'll start looking for some sea turtles. Okay, so I did fly around the island just in case there was a turtle on the land, because sometimes they do come up onto shore. And I didn't see any. I imagine the one that we saw in the north is probably dead because it was getting attacked by megalodons. Now, you have a lot of levels. What do I want to put your points into? I guess probably health. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else you'd be good for besides just taking hits, because I can't imagine you do too much damage. Well, I should have leveled you up before. Hindsight. Lucas, I'm going to leave you out of cryo just in case I die. And I'm going to put you onto neutral. Neutral. Couldn't find it there for a second. Okay, you're good. I'm also going to give you my stuff, my armor. So you can have my armor, except for my gloves, because I need those. Okay. And then you, sir, we never even gave you a name. Oh, look, we can actually travel. Yeah, but we're not going to find a DC loot crate, so it doesn't matter. Let's put this stuff on. Oh, okay. I thought, maybe this is my first time going in the water. Maybe they changed it, but I thought in ASE they made it so that the goggles always give you that weird view, but it looks like it's only when you're in first person in this case, which is good. Let me switch my arrows over to stone. Now we do have to be mindful of our stamina. We are very slow, and I know I don't have my scuba tank on just yet. So there are sharks kind of all over the place. And I don't really want to have to deal with them. So if we can, we'll probably go a different way. And really, I just want to take a look around here. We may not find one here. I may actually have to hop back on our RG and actually fly around the ocean to see if there's one near the surface, because we can't actually do too much with our turtle here in terms of fighting. Like, I have my crossbow, but like, you know, it's only going to get us so far. And the water is surprisingly clear. I think it's because we have the goggles on. So there's a jellyfish down below us, actually. We can't swim sideways, so we can only swim forward. But I will at least make a lap around the island here. We'll put our scuba tank on, just so we don't have to keep coming up to the surface for air. I also want to be very careful of Zafactinus because I don't know if they can... Was there not just a shark there? Did it just swim into the mesh? That's scary. Yeah, I don't know if Zafactinus can pull me off of or take away my turtle. So, although the turtle on those manta ray... Or is that an eel? Gosh, I hope that's not an eel. If that's an eel, we're gonna slide back onto the shore really quick to get rid of it. Yeah, I don't know if Zafactinus can hit us like that, so yeah, hopefully we don't have to find out, because that would just be horrible. Yeah, obviously I can't go too deep either because Megalodon are definitely faster than us. And this dude's coming over already, so I'm a little curious as to how much damage we do. Because we do have an Ascendant saddle on this guy. And the problem is if it goes on our butt, we can't actually do any damage to it. I mean, our turtle's pretty good. Are we faster than this Megalodon? Those dolphins in the mesh. I mean, we're not really faster than it, but we don't have to fight it, so we can just take a look, and we can actually see pretty far. So I think that we'll just ignore the Megalodon and just try to see if we can find a turtle, and then if we can't, we probably just take our RG and flap the coast. Because I'm actually not seeing much of anything around here, just a few sharks, which is kind of surprising. But maybe we do fly back up to the north. Okay, those are Zafactinus. So I think what we're gonna do... Oh, that's funny, we got our swimming thing. I don't think they'll aggro us from here, but I think we are going to cut our losses. The shark is still on me, but it doesn't really do any damage, it's more so just annoying. We've almost made a complete loop around the island. I don't want to go out there with this Zafactinus, but I'm thinking we do. I'm thinking we cut our losses and take a trip up the coast and around the island on Lucas to see if we can find any that are near the surface. I mean, so I was thinking too, we could actually tame a Megalodon if we really wanted to. I want to tame the Archelon because I'm pretty sure that they're immune to jellyfish, and I imagine that they're pretty tanky, so they'd be a really nice tame. Plus they have the built-in oxygen tank in the saddle, and and the algae, so it's like overall they're just a really nice tame. So if we can get some of them, that would be the best case, and I'm not really seeing it. We're gonna aggro all these sharks, so I'm gonna head back onto the land. We got dolphins following us too. Yeah, we pretty much did like a loop already, because now we're coming back over to the cove, and hopefully Lucas doesn't like aggro to these sharks. So Lucas should be right over here. So I mean, Ascendant turtle saddle definitely helped us out there. So let's actually take all this stuff off. Thank you, turtle. Maybe one day you'll get a name. All right, Lucas, you are still here. That is excellent. I will mount you, but I will also take my armor back. Perfect. And my helmet. Perfect. Okay. There's actually a shark in the bay now. Okay, so I'm going to fly around, and I think this will be a lot easier, I imagine. We can't see into the ocean, obviously. But we can see a little bit, and the turtles sometimes do swim up to the surface like we saw in the north, so hopefully this will yield us a little bit better results, and it will actually allow us to travel more ground. Because like even on the turtle in the water, we can't actually go too deep, because like if we get surrounded by Megalodon, we get stuck, we're done anyway, even with an Ascendant saddle. So we definitely don't want that to happen. Now, does this yellow drop have a ring? That is the next question. Does not look like it, so I'm going to ignore it. And I will bring you back when we find, not that kind of turtle, but one of our Archelons. Okay, so we are all the way back up in the north, and this dude is still here. There is a Yeti right down the beach, so that is a little bit scary. But yeah, so this is... He's only level 90. Oh, he's getting attacked by a Megalodon, I think. It's actually kind of hard to tell. But no, maybe not. Maybe that's just his flipper. So what I think we're going to do is quickly switch over into our scuba gear. And then we will cryo up Lucas here. And I don't think you had anything important on you. And I'll pop out our turtle. And make sure we put our kibble on our hotbar. And we're just going to try and tame this guy. We're not freezing anymore, which is good. I'm a little worried about things that could be here in the ocean. But let's hop off of you. Put you on passive. And can we feed you? Perfect. It'll actually only take 3 feeds to tame you. Hopefully we won't aggro any Megalodons, because that would be horrible. It'll also reset his taming if he gets hit. But yeah, this will at least secure us 1 Archelon. And we can actually grab these pearls while we're here too. Well, let's grab the pearls. There we go. Thank you, game. Yeah. Obviously we want a higher level one. Oh, we feed again. Perfect. Is your food down? No, it's not. Hopefully it doesn't go too far out to sea. But yeah, this will at least give us 1 Archelon, and then... I mean, crazy enough, we couldn't find any other ones besides this, so we may have to... That's a rock. I thought that was a shark. We may just have to settle for this one today, and then come back out and tame up another one another time. You're not hungry yet. Fortunately, I don't see any sharks around here just yet. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, so there we go. All right, come here, you. Okay. Awesome. Got the dossier. Well, that was extremely easy. I'm pretty sure that was the same guy that we saw in the other episode when we were up here getting some oil and stuff. While we're here, let's just actually take a quick look and see if there's any other turtles around. It is actually pretty hard to see even with the goggles on here. But yeah, we pretty much flew all the way up the coast and didn't see really piranha. Can you get out of here? Oh yeah, we're herbivores, so we can actually harvest the piranha. But yeah, did not see any other turtles, just a ton of sharks. I'm not even sure why there are piranha here, but I mean, I guess there are piranha in like the underwater caves, so. Dolphins. Oh yeah, I was thinking too, as I was just flying around earlier, that a dolphin would have also been a really good, Can I hit you? Really? Alright, fine. A dolphin would have also been a really good tame to like sort of explore the shallower waters. Obviously the downside to a dolphin is that while it's very fast, it's also very squishy. So, actually, I'm not sure I want to go over here, because if we get attacked by sharks, we don't have like a place to come up, and I'm not 100% certain we can get up on all of these little nice patches. Like, we can try here. Okay, yeah, but I'm not sure we can get up on all of them. Okay, and we are freezing, so let's eat some food. Let's put you away, Mr. Turtle. Again, thank you for your service. And let's pop out Lucas. And it is snowing too, which is a little unfortunate because we are already freezing. Oops, don't want to put that on. We're missing pants and helmets. Okay, so awesome, mission success. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to continue flying around and see if we can spot another one. I'm not sure how long I can stay up here in the cold, but yeah, I will still take a look. What's also going to be a little bit challenging too is like, if there are turtles out here, like obviously there are some parts of the ice that we can climb back up onto pretty easily, but then there are others that we can't. So yeah, unsure how I'll make that work, but yeah, we'll see if we can find some more. Otherwise, we'll probably head back to base and check on the RGs. Okay, I'm kind of convinced that either the sharks eat all the turtles, or the turtles are all just in like the deeper water, which is possible. Either way, it's kind of unfortunate. There's actually a jellyfish right here. Hang on, actually. Typically don't see jellyfish in the shallow water. At least I haven't. I was kind of hoping we'd see some turtle movement here just because there's jellyfish and that's what they eat. Does not look like it. Also, there's tons of Pelagornis too. I keep seeing them in the distance and thinking that when they're in the water it's like a turtle fin, but that also has not been the case. Was that another jellyfish there? No, it was just the edge of the edge of that land there. Okay. Yeah, I've almost made it all the way back around the island, so we're almost back at Herbivore Island, which is pretty crazy that we haven't seen anything else. But I have seen a ton of Pelagornis and a ton of sharks, so I'm wondering. I don't actually know how strong these turtles are in the like if they're when they're fighting sharks. I can't imagine they would survive, right? Not if there's more than one. But I guess that would also depend on what level the turtle is. So let's swing back. We'll swing back by Herbivore Island too, just in case, because I know they do spawn over there. And I have seen them on like land over there. It's like one of the only spots that I've seen them actually crawl up on land, so yeah, we'll definitely take a look just in case. Okay, I did put some of the RGs away because they were really making my game pretty laggy, but it looks like they're okay in terms of their food and stuff. I mean, their food is low, but yeah, like we were getting so many eggs. Like so I think I put out over 100 RGs, I think. And I got rid of maybe half of them because we just did not need that many. And like they're already filling up these terminals, so yeah, we'll probably be able to do mutations very soon. So that's awesome that they're just chilling now. I will probably feed them some more, but they are good. So what I want to do is I'm going to actually make the saddle for our turtle, and we're going to take it for a test drive because I want to see what this thing can do. And I also want to take a look at its stats. So let's see. Oh, do I have any? Let's see. I think we craft it in the smithy. Saddles. What do we need for you? Wood. So let me pull the wood from the vault real quick because I don't want it to automatically pull it from the furnaces or from the forges because it usually does that. Well, these are actually almost out of wood. We should put more wood in those. So let's pull that, and then what else do you need? Metal. All the rest of the stuff is easy. Okay. Not to worry about it being taken from the wrong place. So let's really quick, because there's no way we need to like pull a ton more wood into these. As I say, there's no way they are close to smelting all the metal that we put in here. So let me just quickly fill these guys back up. So vault 500. Boom, and then last one. Yeah, I'm hoping that we'll be able to get the industrial forge up soon because that's just going to be so much easier. No, that's probably enough wood for that. I thought maybe that'd be overkill, but I think it's okay. Okay, there is our saddle. And we can actually take our guy out here. But I think we'll just wait until we get to the ocean. So I think we'll just go directly west. And we'll just toss him out in the bay over there. There is a Dinosuchus over in the bay that I noticed when we were flying over looking for more turtles. I have the kibble on me just in case we find more turtles. But that would be cool. But I mean, I don't really want to risk the only one that we have too. So we'll see how it goes. Kind of want to keep our eyes out for some good theories. I think there's actually a 145 still by the redwoods. So we'll have to take a look into getting that guy now that we'll have our algae all set. So what I'm probably going to do is put Lucas on top of this rock on neutral. I think that's probably fine. Or we can just fly them to the end of the peninsula. I think that's probably better because like there's not gonna be much in here that we're gonna want to mess with. I was kind of hoping there might be a turtle in here because that would have been really easy tame, but oh yeah, there's the Dinosuchus. I think it was a low level though. Yeah, level 90. So they actually they actually take superior kibble to tame. So we could tame one up, but probably not today, and definitely not that one. So yeah, let's just head on over here, and we'll see what our Archelon can do. I also want to test to see if it does, or if it is immune to jellyfish, and hopefully we don't find out the hard way that it's not, but I imagine that it would be. We'll probably test it if we know the area is safe, otherwise I don't really want to risk it, but I think that they should be, so only because like their food is biotoxin. Okay, so let's give you a bunch of this stuff here. I don't need the magnifying glass right now. Let's give you my armor. I'll keep the gloves. And then we'll put on our stuff. You can have all of this. Are you going to eat the jerky? You are. Do I really care that you do? I'll hold on to it. You can have that. And then I will keep my arrows. Okay, perfect. Oh, I have my crossbow and all that other stuff. That's all fine. Okay. So let's see. There is our turtle. You are massive. He's kind of plain looking too. So we definitely did not get a pretty one. Ah, nice. So it has like the oxygen tanks on the... Oh, wait. No, what are you doing? What is it? Oh, for real. Well. That's... Yeah, you hit the trike. I mean, Lucas should be fine. So let's take a look at our turtle stats. So nothing crazy, obviously, because this is only level 90, but almost 10k health. I think that's decent. I think water creatures typically have higher health, so it's not a huge surprise. Interesting that we kind of like sit in the middle there. Oh, yeah, and there's our buff on the bottom. Archelon air bubbles. You got that, dude? Okay. Oh, and there's your meat. Harvest your meat. Yeah, Lucas, if you can just chill there and fly around in the air, that's all good. Probably better off that you do that because then you won't get attacked by anything else. Okay, so stamina is amazing, obviously. Melee, I don't know how good that's going to be, but do we need our oxygen, our scuba tank equipped? That is what I want to know. Okay, and we're like surface swimming. Can we... Oh, there's the Factness over there. I don't really want to fight them first. So we do swim pretty fast. Oh, there's a turtle right there. 95. Okay. I want to see how much damage we do. 77. What's our weight like? Mega. That's crazy. Let's see how we do against this shark. Because I think we're just going to level our damage. Okay, it's a 145 Megalodon. Our attack speed is actually pretty good. Okay, our angle of attack is not very good though. That's the only thing. It's kind of hard to hit stuff. But we do rotate. So like when you move your camera, we rotate. So that's kind of good. So I think what we're going to do is give you a bunch of damage. How much does that help you? Not a lot. Actually. Definitely not a fighter. But I mean, that's kind of okay. We don't really need it to be a fighter. It's very slow turn radius too. But I mean, he's holding his own against this 145 Megalodon, so that's good. It's getting really bloody, so nice. That is excellent. How much health do you get per level? Again, not a ton. Okay, so we did crash there right after we killed that Megalodon. We're swimming through the same spot, so like, I just put Lucas back over on the coast there, so we came back to the same spot. However, this time I'm not seeing that 145 Megalodon, so... Oh wait, is that it there? That is it there, okay. So we'll take it out again. And, yeah, I leveled the same points too, just because, like, I don't know, that's the crashing doesn't happen often, but it is definitely annoying when it does happen, so. I do like how tanky this turtle is, though. Like, with a better saddle, too. Like, this thing is probably just awesome. And if we get better stats on it. I wonder if, oh, that fish, I thought that was a shark. I wonder how good they would be if you mutated them. Like, mutated the damage and stuff like that. But, yeah, let's just get this thing killed again, and then we can move forward. So I'm pretty sure that level 95 Archelon should still be over to our right then. But we're gonna pass that one. If we can, I'd like to find a higher level one, but I really just wanted to see what this thing could do. Alright, let's see if we can level our... I'll put that level back into health. I'm just gonna level damage going forward. Yeah. So if we can find a jellyfish, we will go for it, if it's alone. Right? Also, we are obviously not using oxygen, right? Because I don't have a scuba tank on. So that is really cool. I don't know if you have to be... Oh, God. I don't know if you have to be in proximity of the turtle, or if you have to be riding the turtle. I'm also not sure. I don't really want to fight Surfactinus if we can help it. Yeah, I forget where I was going with that. But yeah, I do, if we can find another turtle really quickly before we're done here for the day, then that would be really awesome. He's pretty oh, he just landed on something, but I mean, it is pretty fast. So that's kind of cool. Gosh, the water always gives me anxiety. We do have our kibble with us, so... And our scuba tank, so if we have to hop off and tame one, we absolutely can. So, I mean, they're fast, but they're not, like, insanely fast, right? I'm not sure if they would outrun a shark. Not sure how far I want to go. Definitely not a lot of jellyfish around, though. Yeah, like, the fog in the water, I mean, I can see pretty far with the goggles on. But It just gives me a ton of anxiety. Where are we on the map right now? Yeah, we can go pretty, we go pretty fast. There's another shark after us. 2 sharks after us. Hopefully we can outrun them. I feel like it's getting foggier. There's a shark in front of us. Go up above him. Perfect. Where are we right now? Swimming into the island. Yeah, we definitely don't run out of stamina easy, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, we can outrun Megalodon, so that's excellent. Can't see anything though. That's the thing about the ocean is like, we could always turn the fog off. But I don't like to do that because it's like part of the immersion, part of the game, but like, you can't see anything. So, oh, that's the wrong kind of turtle. There's a manta ray. Yeah, like, I mean, there could be tons of turtles out there and we just don't see them because of the fog. Looks like this is a factinus down there. Okay, so as you can see, we've traveled pretty far now, and all I've really found are sharks and mantas and a few Zafactinus. Unfortunately, aside from that 95 that we saw earlier, I have not seen any other turtles. I've kind of just been avoiding everything, but I did see that jellyfish there, and I would like to fight it. This is only level 25. Oh, the Zafactinus is coming over. There's multiple Zafactinus. What is that buff that we have? Numbed. Oh, must be our perk. Oh, they get a pack buff? I don't remember them ever getting a pack buff like that. We should be able to take these out, but there's actually a lot of stuff here. Oh, it's bleeding us now. So that's 1 down. So now that guy should lose his pack buff. Oh, the Megalodon ate it, unfortunately. Okay. So should be able to get this Megalodon down. I want to science that jellyfish down there. Gosh, these things are tanky. Well, I mean, they're not that tanky, but they're tanky enough because our turtle doesn't do that much damage. It's also a little annoying that they keep circling us like that, so we have to keep spinning. Alright. So that actually wasn't too bad. So let's give you some damage. Alright, moment of truth. Do we get dismounted by jellyfish? Do you aggro? You do aggro. I want it to hit the bottom of me so I can like dismount if I have to. Okay. Well, that is excellent. Oh, we actually do bonus damage and we harvest jellyfish more. Oh, and I forgot we get the jellyfish killer buff. I kind of wish there were more jellyfish out now. Yeah, I don't see any. Just sharks and stuff. Now since we're all the way over here and we haven't really encountered anything, I'm kind of wishing we brought Lucas with us so we didn't have to travel all the way back. Maybe we'll find some turtles on the way back. What I want to do though is hop out of the water really quickly. Oh, there's a jellyfish right here. Oh wait, our dude is actually eating this? I forgot that they eat the biotoxin from their inventory. I think they can actually heal with it too, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I kind of want to keep the biotoxin though. Still though, like hunting jellyfish on this thing, probably not the best. They're very slow, and I mean like they're decent in the water, but definitely not the fastest mount in the water. I actually wonder if they're slower than the Basilosaurus. Because the Basilosaurus is stronger for sure, but I don't know about its speed. I know it's kind of slow. It's slower than the Megalodon, but I don't know if it's slower than this dude. So let's see. Okay, so we can collect 3 algae. 42 minutes until algae is fully grown. Okay. And then I think that if we go on land, see if we can not aggro this manta. So does this count as land? Yeah, okay, so it takes an extra hour for it to fully grow. So we can technically leave our guy out, and we'll passively it'll grow algae. That was a coelacanth, right? Okay, just making sure it's not another jellyfish. Yeah, he'll passively grow algae on him. But if we can't have him in the water, it'll just take longer to grow. And I was actually thinking of putting him out in that bay. That's pretty close to the base, but obviously we say that the Dinosutra spawns there, so I don't think that we want to do that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is avoid the Cephactinus if I can. And there's, see that mesh, the mesh dolphin. Can we avoid you? Maybe. Will it follow us through here? That'd be wild if it followed us through this. I don't think that it should be able to. Just want to get around them, because they are faster than me for sure. Oops, stuck on that coral. Okay, I think we are home free. Can we get in the water? Okay. Oh wow, look how clear this is now. This is how it should be all the time. Like, that is way better without all that fog, and I didn't turn the fog off. Like, that's insane how far you can see, and also look at how devoid it is of life. There's nothing around. Not even any sharks, no turtles, nothing. So, I'm wondering if stuff has just not spawned in because we haven't been over here, but at the same time, we have been over here, just not in the water, so I don't know what the game's excuse is there. So, not entirely sure, but I'm going to go ahead and head back to base. I'm going to go pick up Lucas and then head home, and if I find any turtles on the way back, I'll try to grab them, but not sure how that's going to work out. So yep, here come the sharks. So if you did enjoy this one, make sure you hit that like button, helps the channel out a ton, and if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.